Hello. Hi, my name's Don Breadmore.
Hi, my name's Ashley Brown.
And we met about 3 years ago and started a collaboration which we call Ludic Rooms. Now, we've both got a history in content creation, as you were just hearing, video, photography and sound, things for the web. But we started our collaboration with a dichotomy. We live in a digital world. We've got digital literacies. We've got digital economy. I've got a digital footprint. But at the same time, I live in an analog world. I've got experiences that I can smell and taste. There's people I can meet and shake their hands. And those experiences are really valuable to me. So, now don't get me wrong. You know, we love technology. It was being geeks that brought us together in the first place.
Our role as Ludic Rooms is about exploring technology's role in the real world. You know, we're interested in creating an experience that happens in a place with people. You know, the trouble is the internet's easy. Sitting at home, playing on FIFA with your mates on Xbox Live, that is a lot easier than going down the park and having a real kickabout. Play and technology are natural bedfellows. You know, gaming is now the #1 online media activity in the UK, like only just, but above film and music. And you only have to look at the success of people like Zynga, and you know, they've got 200 million players every month. And these people, they pay real money to play these games. You know, one guy, I think he spent $100,000 playing one of their games. You know, and this equates to nearly the best part of $1 billion revenue.
Now, at Ludic Rooms, we're not in the business of making games. There's a difference between making a game and making something that's playful. We're interested in creating something that's got users, not an audience. And sitting in a cinema, that's easy as well. You know, darkened rooms, passive audiences. We're interested in seeing how people can create their own personalized media experiences so they can control their media, not just consume it.
So people have always been able to customize their digital experiences, you know, and this was present in even the early GUI on sort of personal computers. You know, this is my icon, this is my desktop image, this is my screensaver, you know. Anybody remember that one at all? That is not my current desktop image. But, you know, it's all about personalizing the technology that you use. But what about the way in which we interact? You know, in order for the computer to understand us, we've got to deliver an input. And in order for us to understand them, they've got to deliver an output. But the challenge is, how can we make those interactions a little bit more rewarding?
So the earliest of interface devices, these artificial devices, mice and keyboards, trackballs, light pens, styli, tablets. But how natural really are any of these interactions? And how can we create something that you don't have to learn how to use it?
Quick, Mum's coming.
So, this is a pretty simple interaction, but it doesn't take long to learn the rules. The input is transparent. At the Technology and Education Conference, BET, we met with the legend that is Johnny Ball. And he said lots of interesting things. But one of the sort of things that really stuck with us was this is Johnny Ball. One of the things that really, us looking really geeky either side of him.
Yeah, it's not our best photo.
One of the things that really stuck with us was this idea that learning's not difficult. Learning's just theft. It's just stealing information from other people. Every human has some capacity to learn. But how do you convince that person that the information's worth learning? So the issue is motivation. So we're interested in creating these experiences that enable us to customize the way that we experience our media. And we believe that if you help create something, then you claim ownership over it. It means more to you. It has valuable experience. And the most valuable of those experiences are the ones where you get to decide the outcome, or you have some dictating way of controlling that outcome.
So this is where we're going to need your help. Okay, the input in this scenario is sound, yeah? But what sound? Would anybody out there, I won't pick on the front row at the moment, would anybody out there like to give me a sound in the clearest voice possible? Anybody? And again, please.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we're getting there. That's a little bit more like it. Has anyone else got a sound? Okay.
Okay, so when a few people start to join in, we start to notice. So I am going to do this. After 3, can everybody... Which was the best sound?
I don't know.
Who that was a good one, whoever did that one. Right, after 3, I want everybody to do that sound. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause. So what we got there was we got a greater digital output when we all worked together, when we collaborated.
Now, Seth Brybach from Scavenger, he'd call this communal discovery. The fact that there's some games that you just can't win by yourself. In order to achieve something, you have to work with other people. It's a whole community rallying together, sharing experiences, sharing expertise. And the social fabric of games, that proposes that actually we like each other more once we've played together. You know, we get on better once we've had fun. But fun, that's a strange word, isn't it? I mean, what does it really mean? Is it juvenile? Is it just for kids? Is it, well, it's kind of connected with play, I'm sure. Is it a sort of anti-seriousness? Well, some people who play games take their games very, very seriously. So that brings us on to competition.
Yes. So here we've got another scenario. And building on what you've learned last time, again, the input is sound. But this time, I am going to do it. We're going to split the room in half, down the middle. Let's pick somebody at the front.
Okay, so all the good people in the room, you're on the left-hand side with me.
Can you just put your hand up a minute for me? Right, go all the way back up. Hands. Yeah, but all the way up to you at the very back in the red
There we
shirt.
go. So there's our dividing line right down the middle. That's great.
On the right-hand side, you're all with me, okay?
And on the left-hand side, you're all with me. Left-hand people, we're going to have to try and choose a noise now. Okay, so learning on what we've sort of had already, building on that experience of what we've had already. Has anyone got a suggestion of a sound that us lefties could make? Can I just have that one more time? Okay. Do you want to just have a quick go at all making that all together, the left-hand side? Okay. Right, so 3, 2, 1. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Okay.
Okay, over here on the right-hand side, we can pick a better sound than that, I'm sure. Anybody want to, out there, throw me another sound? Excellent. Do you know what? I really like that one, actually. That's really fun. After 3, can we, on the right-hand side of the room, can we try that round? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay. Right, so it's up to you guys now. So we're going to try making those sounds. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, no, wait a minute, we need to bring it back again.
Come on.
Keep it going, we've got to keep the sound going. Okay, wait.
Okay. Just 1 second then. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're trying to learn the rules whilst we're playing. You know, not before, not after. While we're playing and experimenting, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. And there's actually, you know, quite a lot of people. There's a lot of eyes. But, you know, we've got to try and communicate between each other, work together, because maybe some people have figured out how we can make it work. So we've got to somehow communicate amongst each other, collaborate whilst playing, and trying to figure it out.
And that experimentation might involve trying out different noises. But it's going to be no good if just one of you tries that noise. Somehow you've got to try and communicate silently to spread those noises around. So we're going to have another go now and just try and experiment a little bit more. And let's see if us people on the left can really show those righties what it's for, okay?
No. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Keep it going, come on! Oh, it's a close one thing. Okay.
That's pretty fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause.
Well done, guys.
Well done, guys.
So, who won?
Right. You see, that is the issue with gamification. You know, the assumption that there has to be a winner, that there has to be an end point, and that there are rules. You know, we said earlier that Ludic Rooms, we're not in the business of making games. You know, we work with like organizations and schools and communities, and actually what we try to do is make playful cultural experiences. You know, there is a difference between a game and play, but how do you go about defining that difference? Well, Jesse Schell, he said that a game is a problem-solving activity approached with a playful attitude. You know, and that games are where users choose from a predetermined list of actions in order to achieve something, you know, to reach a goal. Play is different. You know, play is fun. Play is freedom. You know, play is voluntary. You know, there is no forced play. Huizinga, he said that play is stepping out of the real world into this temporary sphere of activity with a disposition all of its own.
Okay, so this comes a question of how we interact with devices and how they interact with us. Outside in the lobby in the Arts Centre, there's one of our commissions. And it's the result of a 2-year-long project in which we started with a very grand plan. The grand scheme at the top of it was, let's build a giant touch screen. Let's try and create a technology where you can take any large glass surface and transform it into a multi-touch user interface. So you could turn shop windows into touch screens. Because, you know, there's touch screens everywhere. But that kind of proved to be our downfall. You see, touchscreens, the very concept of touchscreens, are loaded. People come with a preconceived set of ideas, a preconceived set of notions of what to expect, of how and why it's going to interact with you. So we ended up calling our project the Don't Touch Screen, as a kind of response to this challenge. So it's a piece where if you touch the glass, the illusion disappears. It's designed to only work if you don't touch it, not when, but just before.
Because this is the issue. People have this preconceived idea with technology when they approach it. So one of the issues is, is what does technology expect from people, and what do people expect from their technology? Now, we're interested in NUI. It's a nice little word, but it actually means natural user interaction. We're interested in using yourself as the input, as the control, rather than using arbitrary control devices, not being tied to the device that's in your hand. Or the mythologies, surrounding the use of it. We're interested in a transparent system, where the digital system, it knows where you are and it knows what output to give you. Okay. So that's a really, simple explanation to show you. And we're not the only people who are interested in this kind of technology. And, as you can see, we're far from the forefront of development with these. Companies are working on this kind of technology all the time. There's this really giant company that's been working on something recently. Microsoft. Yeah, they made the Kinect, didn't they? Everybody knows what the Kinect is. This kind of hardware is what people are working on to bring natural user interaction for everybody. But you see, what's really, really exciting for us is where global communities, and people connected via a digital world, is when they work together to try and attempt to create better analog experiences.
So we live in a world where our digital experiences and our analog experiences exist alongside one another.
And our work at Ludic Rooms, what we try to do is motivate people to be active creators of media rather than just passive consumers.
We've been Ludic Rooms. Thank you very much.
Thank you.